I am Pushpesh, and I have had the privilege of working across 4 continents with some of the world's leading companies, traveling to over 65 countries. As a chartered professional engineer from Engineers Australia and an MBA from UNSW Sydney, I am pleased to share insights into the book 7 Business Habits That Drive High Performance by Nicholas S. Barnett, which outlines the organizational values and behaviors that drive success. These slides examine how high-performing businesses outpace their competitors and explain how any company can transform its everyday activities to enhance its bottom line. Introduction: Cultivate a habit of success. We can all recognize a great business, whether it is a thriving neighborhood restaurant or an innovative new app. Similarly, we can identify a mediocre business. It is the company you engage with once and choose not to return to. What strategies do successful businesses employ that others do not? Beyond generating higher revenue and satisfying customers, what are the practices that successful business leaders adopt to outperform their competition? These presentations will illuminate the small business habits that make a significant difference. From company vision to employee engagement and customer retention, you will discover the routine practices and behavior patterns that distinguish the world's highest performing companies. Furthermore, you will learn how to apply these habits to your own business for immediate results. In these presentations, you will gain insights into why retaining repeat customers is more beneficial than acquiring new ones, how to demonstrate genuine care for your employees, and what business leaders can learn from kindergarten teachers. High-performing companies articulate a clear and compelling vision of the future. What is your vision for the future of your business? Many leaders perceive their long-term vision as a guiding principle, a grand ambition that directs their employees. However, astute business leaders understand that a well-crafted vision functions as a magnet. It is what motivates you to engage with your work at the start of the week. A robust organizational vision not only directs but also invigorates your employees, drawing them toward the future. Instead of merely progressing toward the company's long-term goals, your staff will feel a natural attraction to them. Establishing this magnetic vision is essential. Research indicates that a significant determinant of a company's performance is whether its employees are inspired by their leader's vision. The central takeaway is high-performing companies present a compelling future vision. Inspiration is a crucial tool in your leadership repertoire as modern employees seek meaning and purpose in their work. For today's workforce, generating profit for their employers is insufficient motivation for high performance. How then do you motivate your employees to advance toward your company's future? Begin by formulating a vision of the future that is both specific and attainable. Consider an organization with a vision to eradicate world poverty. While this may seem inspiring, it is impractical. It is unrealistic for a single company to achieve this goal independently. How can employees be motivated by a vision they perceive as unachievable? A more effective vision might be to become the largest charity for the homeless in the city. This remains a challenging objective for your employees, but is specific to your company and, ideally, achievable. Leaders in high-performing businesses also understand that the company's vision should be embraced by everyone within the organization. Many CEOs develop the vision independently and then present it to their staff. However, you will better inspire your employees by collaborating with individuals at all levels to shape the vision. Obtain employee input through focus groups and staff surveys. While engaging with employees thoroughly may require time, progress toward your long-term goals will be more rapid when the vision is shared by all. Your organization must establish a well-defined strategy. Certain teams possess a clearer understanding than others regarding the actions necessary to achieve success. In sports such as soccer, teams are aware of the specific actions required to win, like passing the ball, defending, and scoring goals. However, in the business realm, many teams lack clarity on the path to success due to the absence of a strategic plan. Consider your company's strategy as a set of goalposts. These goalposts guide employees towards their objectives and ensure alignment against competitors. Successful businesses provide their teams with explicit strategic goals. The essential takeaway is your organization requires a well-defined strategy. Goals are specific actions to be completed within a designated time frame. By setting strategic goals, employees remain focused and work with urgency. The significance of strategy becomes apparent when noting that less than a third of employees in low-performing companies have a clear understanding of their company's strategy, whereas over two-thirds of employees in high-performing organizations are well informed about their company's objectives. It may seem challenging, but it is advisable to ensure that your entire business strategy for the coming years can be condensed onto a single sheet of paper. Many organizations develop strategies that span hundreds of pages, which poses a problem as most employees cannot absorb such extensive information. Without comprehending it fully, how can they understand the strategy? Simplifying strategic goals to a single sheet of paper allows everyone to memorize and keep these aims in mind moving forward. To keep your staff informed about strategy updates, your company needs a robust internal communications department. Unfortunately, many companies lack this crucial component. While businesses often invest heavily in external communications, many neglect effective communication with their own employees. High-performing companies avoid this oversight, recognizing the importance of prioritizing staff communication. Investing in internal communications infrastructure ensures that all employees are aligned and working towards the same strategic goals. Many organizations do not fully leverage the potential of their employees. It is well understood that having competent individuals in your organization is crucial. However, most companies interpret this as merely needing to recruit talented individuals. Once they have hired skilled staff, many businesses believe they have done all they can to build a strong team. In contrast, successful businesses recognize that nurturing human capital extends beyond recruitment. So, what steps are necessary to cultivate an exceptional workforce? In addition to recruiting talented individuals, it is essential to foster the development of new hires once they join the organization. This development may include external training programs or temporary assignments in different parts of the business to broaden their understanding of the organization. Despite the simplicity of these initiatives, many companies hesitate to enhance their employees' skills. Why? They perceive it as a risk. They worry about investing time and resources into developing an employee who might then choose to leave the company. The core message is clear. Many organizations do not fully harness the potential of their employees. Rather than enhancing the abilities of their existing employees, most businesses opt to hire new employees who already possess the necessary skills and experiences. However, successful companies take a different approach. Instead of fearing the loss of an employee after investing in their development, these companies consider the consequences of not developing an employee who remains with the organization. Additionally, rather than allowing managers to continue hiring new personnel, some high-performing companies may take corrective action against managers who fail to ensure their team is adequately skilled to address the challenges the business faces. How can you unlock the full potential of your workforce? One potential starting point is your leadership team. Often, when organizations decide to invest in staff development, they focus on enhancing technical skills. However, many employees require development in leadership skills, including communication, integrity, and management style. By participating in training and development programs yourself, you can set a positive example for others in your organization. This action can motivate other leaders to update their own skills and establish a renewed organizational culture. When managers observe senior leaders embracing personal development and skill enhancement, they are more inclined to offer training opportunities to their teams rather than seeking talent externally. High-performing businesses recognize their employees. Reflect on the sense of accomplishment when you earned an award during your school days and shared the news with your family. Although the corporate environment may seem distant from a school playground, there are valuable lessons business leaders can glean from educators. One significant lesson for leaders is the positive impact of recognition from someone in authority, regardless of age. Acknowledging achievements is crucial. While many businesses concentrate on ensuring their staff meet challenging targets, they often overlook the importance of expressing gratitude when those targets are achieved. The essential takeaway: high-performing businesses recognize their employees. Research indicates that over 50% of employees in high-performing organizations feel their leaders make an effort to acknowledge their accomplishments. In contrast, only 25% of employees in low-performing businesses share this sentiment, with a third stating they never receive praise or recognition from their managers. Expressing gratitude is not only ethical, it is also an effective strategy for enhancing team performance. Employees who feel valued are more likely to exceed expectations and contribute more to achieving company goals. How can you make staff recognition a regular practice? The encouraging news is that it need not be costly or time-consuming. Often, a simple gesture like stopping by an employee's office to express thanks can be profoundly impactful. Research suggests that spontaneous gratitude is more effective than planned commendations. Moreover, do not hesitate to acknowledge achievements publicly. While criticism should remain private, praise benefits from an audience. Be proactive in expressing gratitude. For instance, one company rewarded their diligent chief financial officer with a spa weekend for him and his spouse as a token of appreciation. The impact of this gesture was still fondly remembered and valued by staff years later. High-performing organizations prioritize employee well-being. As a leader, how much consideration do you give to your team's welfare? While you may not frequently ponder this, your employees likely have, and they may have a clearer understanding of your level of concern. In times of ease, it is simple to claim a commitment to your staff's welfare. However, when situations become challenging, genuine intentions are revealed. Employers indifferent to their team's well-being often expose their true priorities, frequently leading to adverse outcomes. The core principle here is that high-performing organizations prioritize the well-being of their employees. Consider this real-world example involving two companies, each with an employee who sustained an injury at work and needed time to recover. The first company regularly checked in on their employee's condition and inquired about any assistance they could offer. Consequently, the employee returned to work after 2 weeks. Conversely, the second company did not maintain contact with their injured employee during their absence. The employee was quickly forgotten. The outcome was that the employee never returned to that company and pursued legal action against them for workplace injuries. This illustrates how simple acts of care can have significant impacts. Many organizations do not perceive a duty to prioritize their employees' well-being. This perspective is understandable given that standard employment contracts do not typically mandate showing compassion for employees. However, most employees hold the belief that their employers have responsibilities toward them. This belief forms the basis of the psychological contract, encompassing the unwritten expectations employees have regarding their rights and benefits beyond their salary in exchange for their work. Some high-performing companies are formalizing the psychological contract, transforming it into a document that employees sign upon joining the organization. These contracts detail what employees can anticipate from their employer in return for their dedication. With this understanding, reflect on what your own psychological contract with your employees might entail. Core customers are synonymous with loyal customers. Many organizations mistakenly equate customer centricity with investing in a high-end website or a sophisticated sales process. However, the most successful organizations recognize that genuine customer focus hinges on understanding one fundamental question. Who is my core customer? This question is more nuanced than it appears. To answer it effectively, one must first consider another question. What distinguishes my business from my competitors? Understanding this distinction will enable the identification of your core customer. This is the individual who seeks the unique offering your business provides, which your competitors do not. These customers are not only the most satisfied, but are also the ones who repeatedly choose your company. The central message is that core customers are inherently loyal. Leading companies recognize the critical importance of customer loyalty. They value new customers but prioritize repeat customers. It's noteworthy that 3/4 of employees in high-performing companies acknowledge their employer's proficiency in customer retention, compared to just half in lower-performing businesses. The economic rationale for customer loyalty is straightforward. Acquiring new customers is often costly. For example, a typical company might spend approximately half of a new customer's revenue on acquisition. If a new customer spends $100, the profit might only be around $50, as the remaining $50 was spent on sales and marketing efforts. However, these costs significantly decrease as a customer returns and becomes loyal. To enhance profit margins, it's essential to cultivate relationships with customers rather than treating interactions as isolated transactions. Top-performing companies foster customer relationships by soliciting feedback, implementing product suggestions, and rewarding loyalty. Additionally, they strive to transform loyal customers into advocates. An advocate is a customer who values your business so highly that they recommend it to others in their social network. Enhancing and refining your IT systems is essential for achieving high performance. Once your business possesses an operational IT system, do you maintain it as is, or do you continuously optimize it? Many businesses have a functional approach to using IT, yet few prioritize consistent improvements to their systems. Updating IT systems can be particularly challenging for established companies. This challenge arises because such companies often have a legacy of outdated operating systems, which are prohibitively expensive to replace. Many banks, for example, still operate on IT systems whose core components were developed over 4 decades ago. The critical message is enhancing and refining your IT systems is essential for achieving high performance. Research indicates that 3/4 of employees in high-performing businesses report that their organization regularly upgrades its IT systems, whereas only 41% of employees in low-performing businesses can say the same. If you lead an established business, upgrading your systems may be difficult, but it is often necessary to ensure the longevity of your company. Bear in mind that your younger competitors, such as startups, are not constrained by outdated IT systems. If not addressed, this advantage could provide them with a competitive edge over your business. If updating all business units to a new IT system simultaneously is too costly, consider developing new units on a modern system while maintaining the old systems for existing units. Should you choose to upgrade your IT system, it is crucial to invest in employee training to ensure effective use of the new system. Too often, companies invest heavily in the design and installation of a new IT system but attempt to economize by cutting back on IT training for their staff. While this may seem tempting, it is ultimately a false economy. If your employees are not equipped to utilize the new system to its full potential, it will not enhance productivity and you will not realize a return on your initial investment. Finally, remember to update your existing workflows, processes, and job descriptions to accommodate the new technology you have implemented. Even if your staff are adept with the new system, it will only be effective if your other processes are aligned to support it. Conclusion. Final summary. Leading organizations prioritize continuous self-improvement. While they may excel in their industry, they understand there is always room for enhancement. Whether through recognizing employee achievements or innovating technological solutions, successful businesses consistently strategize to uphold their competitive advantage. Professional guidance. Enhance learning opportunities through a structured mentoring program. Employees in high-performance organizations excel in their roles, yet they continually seek to expand their knowledge. By establishing a mentoring framework, you can fulfill this quest for learning. Senior managers can mentor junior employees, while senior leaders might benefit from coaching from an external mentor. Mentors often find the experience equally rewarding, making it an excellent way to engage personnel at all levels within your organization.